Watanabe Higashino with another long encounter. Both matches lasting over an hour. 21-9 in that deciding game. The Japanese mixed doubles third seeds came through. 23 wins, only one loss this year on the World Tour. Now turning our attention to women's singles. Akane Yamaguchi is top seed. What a run she's having. Tore it up in Europe. Now she takes on Pornpawee Chochuwong, the 5th seed in the women's singles. Well, I can tell you, as the graphic shows, Busala v Sindhu has just come through over on court 3, 21-13, 21-10 in 35 minutes over Neslihan Yigit from Turkey. A really solid showing from the Indian athlete. And well, she was looking very, very good. The current world champion, world number 7, is through into the semis. Who will it be, Yamaguchi or Chochuwong, to meet her on semi-final Saturday? Our court officials in position, lying in wait. We've got a mixed doubles and a men's doubles on the adjacent courts.
Please welcome Akane Yamaguchi, Japan.
Top seed in this event, Akane Yamaguchi, making her way through onto the court. She's won the last 3 showings against the Thai athlete, the 5th seed Chochuwong, who she'll play any minute now. Here comes Pornpawee, the world number 10 and 5th seed in this women's singles event. Both have been on good form. Yamaguchi needing 3 games to get past Kim Gaeun. But a straight game winner is Pornpawee Chochuwong en route here. You can see Yamaguchi leading the head-to-head 4-3 over all of their previous encounters. Yeah, so Akane Yamaguchi's won the last 3 encounters over the last 13 months against today's opponent. 24 years of age, from Fukui. 5'1" tall. World ranked number 3, and in the World Tour Race to Bali rankings, 3 as well. Has been at the pinnacle, the summit of the game. Won back-to-back titles as Yamaguchi in Europe, and this is her run through. Took out the Indonesian Ruseli Hartawan. Straight games, just half an hour required, and then slightly longer needed to go the distance against the Korean Kim. Pornpawee Chochuwong, just that year younger, a little bit taller at 1.70 m, from Rayong. At a career high ranking. Her route through, all fairly emphatic down in the French player, Fatamin, and the Japanese world number 21, Aya Ohori, 13-12 in 42 minutes. So she's on form. She's 2 in the HSBC Race to Bali rankings, is Pornpawee, behind her compatriot Busnan Ombang Runfan. And here are our court officials for this afternoon's encounter. But as I say, the Indian who came through against Neslihan Yigit fairly comfortably is inked into position in the last 4 and will rest up in anticipation of who comes through this one. Akane won the most recent showing on the 29th of October in the French Open against Pornpawee, 21-16 in the deciding game. Indeed, 2 of their last 3 encounters have been taken the distance. And keeping with the theme of 3 gamers so far on today's order of play, we might get another one upcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Pornpawee Chochuwong, Thailand. And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Pornpawee Chochuwong to serve. Level. Play. Service over, 1 love.
Found it. Right on the back line.
2 love.
Nice body attack from Pornpawee.
Service over.
Akane Yamaguchi, of course, winning back-to-back titles, having played in 2 back-to-back World Team Championships, where she led the Japanese team, and then played and won the equivalent of pretty much 4 tournaments, with winning the Denmark Open and French Open as well. She's really put her body through the ringer, but responded so well. It's been an outstanding run for her prior to this. And I guess many will be asking themselves, how will she respond, having played so much match badminton of late? But she's so resilient and persistent. Just a phenomenal athlete.
Service over. 2,
Not just the physicality of it, but the emotionality as well. You know, leading your team out with no presence of Nozomi Okuhara in Europe. Taking it all in her stride. And I was saying to Jill when we were in conversation about it the other day, I've got a little bit of a theory on it, and I think it's because she's just quite a sort of low-key personality, doesn't waste a lot of energy between matches. And that said respectfully, I think she does a great job with her mental expenditure around tournaments.
4-2.
Doesn't waste energy on the non-important things. If it doesn't help my badminton, well, I won't go there, type of thing. But whatever she does, she's got the recipe. Nicely done from Chochuwong with the straight smash. Very accurate.
3-4.
Service over, 17-15.
Just missed that one. A little wince from the Japanese at the end of that point. Not by much. She works to such a high standard.
Nicely done. 6-4. 7-4.
Well, as we reflect back down the head-to-head rankings, it was back in the TOTAL BWF Sudirman Cup in 2019, back in end of May, where Chochuwong managed to get the last win over Akane. 22-20 in the deciding game it was back then. But you imagine on that basis that she'll have to win the opening game here to really stand a chance, given the momentum that Japanese has brought to all of her recent tournaments. She must feel fairly infallible, but ever respectful of any opponent, of course. Nicely done.
So it's over. 5-8. Thanks.
Stopping that run of 6 points for Chochuwong. Now can Akane rebuild here? Really upping the pace nicely, Pornpawee Chochuwong, gaining the fruits. Pretty nifty trainers she's got on as well, looking very vibrant. It's landed wide, but we're going to get the first challenge of the match. Yamaguchi thinks not. Had a lot of hang time, that one. Should have had a good look at it. Normally pretty eagle-eyed in that regard. Let's have a look if she's right. Not quite.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Second game. 10-5. Play.
Great judgment from Pornpawee Chochuwong, who greets the winning of that point with a fist bump. She heads to the mid-game interval with a 6-point cushion. The tie leading 11 points to 5 after 7 minutes. Longest rally of the match, that one, 24 shots.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair.
Well, only one seed has been removed in the top half of the women's singles draw so far. Michelle Lee went out on day 1, the Canadian, down to Neslihan Yigit, who subsequently lost just moments ago to PV Sindhu on court 3. Bottom half slightly different.
12, 5.
I guess the question on everybody's lips is, can Pornpawee Chochuwong continue to sustain pushing at this kind of level? Because she will get asked endless questions from Akane Yamaguchi. Don't doubt it.
So it's over, 6, 12. Hold. 7, 12. Change.
Got the early read on that, did Yamaguchi. Super tight net shot from Chochuwong, who's doing all the right things right now. And being rewarded with a 6-point cushion on the scoreboard as a consequence. It's all going swimmingly right now for the tie. Oh, wow. Keeping Yamaguchi pegged to the back line with some wonderfully weighted clears, and then coming up with this beautiful little tumbler. Oh, yes. Wonderful.
So it's over.
Half smash
8,
from Yamaguchi
14.
finds its mark, measured to perfection. Look at this. Carving around the side of the shuttle.
5 to court.
But she's up against it out here. It's been a very strong start from Chochuwong.
Thank you. Play. So it's over, 15, 8.
Good pace and accuracy with the straight smash from Chochuwong as she extends her lead. Akane Yamaguchi deep in thought. Coming into this, I would have thought that the slower playing conditions would have suited Akane Yamaguchi.
16, 8.
But at the moment, it's all Chochuwong. Double the score tally of the Japanese.
11, 6. 17, 8.
Doesn't look too phased though, does she, Yamaguchi? Another miscalculation with the clear.
18, 8.
Time's running out in game 1 for the Japanese.
8, 11.
beautiful.
19.
It's been contrasting body language throughout, hasn't it? A very animated, barking with delight, the Thai athlete, every time she wins a point. And by contrast, the Japanese just low-key, pacing around with her head down quite often. There'll be a resurgence, there always is. But who knows how she's feeling physically right now.
Game point 8.
Game points for Chochuwong. Akane Yamaguchi all at sea.
First game won by
Pornpawee Chochuwong can do no wrong.
8.
She gobbles up the opening game, does the world number 10, 21 points to 8, after just a quarter of an hour of action out here on one.
Match number quarterfinal, match number 28. Please welcome the technical officials.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Akane Yamaguchi, a shadow of former self here. She's all at sea in that opening game. Just doesn't look to be on form at all for whatever reason. Hopefully she can turn things around in game 2. A must-win game for the Japanese if she's eyeing the semi-finals.
Indonesia, and the service judge Helen Purnamasari, Indonesia.
Service over.
Please
1 love.
Kim Astrup and Anders Paduk Rasmussen, Denmark.
Service over. 13-14.
And suddenly a re-engagement from Akane Yamaguchi, who's moving so much better. Incidentally, during the change of ends, she had some tape removed from her ankle that might have been impeding her movement, but suddenly there's a real injection of energy.
Love. Service over. 16-14. Service over. 1-3. Service over, 4-1.
Service over. 17-15.
Missed it. Yamaguchi extending her lead now. It's been a much better start in game 2 than it was in 1. Can she get her teeth in more now? Oh, lovely disguise. Really looks like it's a change in mindset right now for the Japanese. She's right back on it. Needed to be as well. She heads for a fresh shuttle. Never massively demonstrative when she plays, so it's tough to get a read on the situation, but she's certainly elevated her level here. Made that as well. Really well done.
7-1.
Lost, of course, in the quarterfinals of the Tokyo Olympics to PV Sindhu of India, as she did at the All England Open quarterfinals back in March to the same player, and she knows that she'll play the Indian in the semi-finals tomorrow if she were to come through this. Wonder whether that was playing on her mind at all. I doubt it. Players normally very good at not future pacing, really, playing in the moment. Maybe it was just the tape that came off of her ankle at the end of game 1 that was causing problems. But it's got a different tone about it this second game, that's for sure. And it'll be encouraging for Japanese fans as Akane Yamaguchi has now an 8-point cushion. Looking masterful again now, isn't she? The shuttle control is exemplary. A lot more precision with everything that she's doing, and the movement looking sharper.
Play. It's over.
Not so fast, Ump. Yeah, last judge has called out. Little protest from Chochuwong, understandably. He's got a lot riding on it. Big points and prizes at stake at this stage. Over 1,600 world ranking points and $5,500 US as well, the difference between the quarterfinals and semi-finals. That's better. The scoreboard graphic is correct now. 10-2 it is. Much keener movement from Akane Yamaguchi. She extends her lead 11-2. She heads to the mid-game interval after 24 minutes of action out here on 1. But still with a lot of work to do because Chochuwong secured the opening game.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Both players deep in thought. Having played such a good opening game, Chochuwong must be wondering what's hit her, but it's a different look to Akane Yamaguchi, who's swiveled this match and momentum on its axis.
11-2. Play. Service over, 3-11.
Did well to keep on the attack here and put this point to bed. This is a player that's during her European endeavours twice beat Chen Yufei, and also winning that Denmark and French Open title will have given her a lot of confidence. She will dig very deep to attempt to turn this around, I'm sure. That's good play from Chochuwong.
Service over, 5-12.
Seen that a lot today from this near end, players pushing beyond the back line. Perhaps an indication, as we mentioned earlier, that the drift is on Yamaguchi's back a little. Longest rally of the match so far, 24 shots, that one. Another good body attack from the Japanese.
Service over, 13-6.
Plenty of pop on that. Just cutting it a little too tight.
Service over, 7-14. Service over, 15-7.
There's more purpose in everything that she's doing right now. Yamaguchi finding her spots. Body blow.
16,
A generous
7.
apology.
4, 5.
Service over. 8-16.
Well, the last match that these two played was at the Stade de Coubertin in the quarterfinals. Akane Yamaguchi coming through after an hour and 10 minutes, 21-16 in that deciding game. So if that's anything to go by, we should be in for a treat.
Nine, 16.
Oh yes, beautiful half smash. Such an acute
16.
angle from Chochuwong. Perfectly struck. Good leave.
20 seconds or 20 seconds.
11-16.
Goes through these phases of play where she kind of throws her head down and looks a little bit disengaged, doesn't she, the Japanese? But she's all there. Take her lightly at your peril.
Service over. 6, 8.
Great attacks from Chochuwong, manoeuvring the shuttle to really awkward parts of the court, and as well as Akane Yamaguchi contorts her body around, just unable to make that last shot. She's within touching distance right now, Chochuwong. This will be really encouraging for the tie. Just heady run of 5 consecutive points have put this within reach. Timely break off the top of the net for Akane.
10-6.
Play.
7.
Yeah, lovely deep net lift. Teased out the error from the tie. Longest rally of the match, that one. 27 shots, 3 longer than the previous longest. Yamaguchi pulling away with back-to-back points. Emmett put away. It was the shot before that did the damage. Yamaguchi closing in on drawing level here after a fine flurry of 7 consecutive points at the start of game 2.
Game point 12.
A handful of Japanese points then at the back end of game 2 mean that it goes the way of Akane Yamaguchi, 21 points to 12. And we've got a third deciding game in our third match out here on 1 after 36 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Here we go then, one game shootout. Who's it going to be? It's really difficult to tell, given how off colour Akane Yamaguchi was in game 1, but then suddenly flicked the switch in game 2. Bounce back ability factor of the Japanese, you can never write her off. So powerful as an athlete. Now, how's the mindset in this game? Wow, keen intensity from both players. Understandably, both keen to make an early break in this third and deciding game.
Play.
Chochuwong looking quickly back at her corner as if to say, what's going on here? Why did I miss that? Oh, that's stunning. What an athlete.
3-1.
It's one thing injecting pace on the shuttle, but really quite tough to take it out. Did so nicely there, did Akane Yamaguchi. Yeah, it was about this stage exactly in game 2 where she started to accelerate away from Pornpawee Chochuwong with a flurry of 7 consecutive points. Looks like she's got that sort of mindset right now. Such a good save mid-rally from Pornpawee, but unable to put a lid on the point. It's turning into a physically grueling match.
Service over. 10-14.
Good work there. Did really well to tie it, keeping the Japanese towards the back line as often as she can.
Over 11-14.
Very nice reverse slice.
3-5.
Perfectly struck, shaving around the shuttle from right to left. Really good industry shown from Chochuwong, getting her teeth in right now. 3 consecutive points going her way. Well, I understand the challenge. I'm looking right down that line, and I'm with Akane. I think she's found the line with this one. First challenge of game 3. Yeah, never in doubt.
Correction in.
So halting the run of the tie at 3 points.
5-all. Service over. 13-17.
6-4 the score is. Favouring Yamaguchi. Umpire getting in a pickle. Easily done. We're all human at the end of the day.
4.
Mistakes are made.
Play. Service over. 5-6.
Terrific acceleration and speed of foot from Akane Yamaguchi there to get down to that short backhand. Look at this. Does so well there. Asking that extra question. Gets rewarded again. That's what's starting to happen, isn't it? The defences of the Japanese are just so solid that you sense as an opponent you've got to overpress and just cut a finer margin, and then just kissing the top of the tape as a consequence of that, the tie. Our opponent's court right now feels very small, and that's a credit to the athleticism of the Japanese. Nicely done.
9-5.
Thinking to herself right now, what do I have to do? I hit that pretty well, and look where it came back. Uphill battle psychologically for Chochuwong right now. How prepared to scrap is she? Well done. Really good.
Service over, 6-9. 19-15.
Closing the net down so efficiently there. You can tell that these two athletes have shunned none of the hard work.
Service over, 16-19. Thank you. Service over, 10-6.
Oh, do behave. That's unbelievable from Akane Yamaguchi.
11-6 interval. Change.
What a wonderful little cross block off the backhand there, and it's a 5-point cushion for Yamaguchi, who now stands at 11-6 as we head to the turn in game 3. She's looking very, very good. In complete contrast to how she started the match, having lost that opening game 8-21. She's back in the driving seat. Things really looking up for the Japanese, who's won the last 3 matches, remember, against the tie.
Forward 1 seconds. Forward 20 seconds. Coach, we continue your trigger.
Well, it's an uphill battle for Pornpawee Chochuwong, especially psychologically, having lost the last 3 encounters to today's opponent. It's going to be a tough psychological ask now for the lady in the red.
Service over, 7-11. Service over, 12-7.
She's just got that uncanny knack, hasn't she, of turning points around from near impossible positions on the court, Akane Yamaguchi, and suddenly making them golden and turning them her way. It's quite stunning how she does it. Look at that, a mesmerizing finish again from the Japanese. She's at it again. Wonderful.
14-7.
Just cutting this one down beautifully. And suddenly, the mountain's gradient just got a whole lot steeper for Pornpawee Chochuwong. Pulled the trigger down the line, just missed.
Service over.
It was a nice change up though from Yamaguchi, who normally favours the cross smash. Must tell you viewers, very shortly I'll be handing over the microphone to Morton Frost and Jill Clark. That's going to be at the end of this match, so do get ready for a change in the commentary position at the conclusion of this one. So thanks for your company. Do stay with us for the finish of this one and enjoy the company of Jill and Morton thereafter for the next 5 matches.
Service over. 15.
And I'll greet you at midday tomorrow.
Pornpawee Chochuwong challenges called out.
Well, they're often hard to see, aren't they, beyond the back line when you're a long way away. I sensed for a while it might be a challenge spurned out of desperation, but maybe she has a point. Let's find out. She hasn't pulled the trigger in quite a while, Chochuwong. Let's see. No, it was quite a way out.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
Akane Yamaguchi now eyeing a 4th consecutive win over today's opponent.
Service over. 9-16. Service over.
Well, she's simply been masterful in games 2 and 3. Showing her class, look at this. So much variety in her attacks.
18-9.
Oh, remarkable. How about that?
19-9.
A stunning finish to an excellent point. Look at this. Great tumbling net shot there, and ends up losing the point. Akane Yamaguchi just shoves the racket up in the air and it rebounds off it obediently. She can do no wrong. Everything she's doing right now turning to gold.
Service over. 10-19.
3. Women's single quarterfinal match number 3.
Showing a character though, digging deep and hanging in there is Chochuwong.
The technical officials.
Service over. 20. Match point 10.
So after 54 minutes then, Akane Yamaguchi has 10 match points.
Mauritius and the service judge Indonesia. And please welcome Yu Jiamin, Singapore.
After a tepid start then, Akane Yamaguchi bamboozles her opponent into submission, showing her absolute class
Won by Akane Yamaguchi.
in games 2 and 3. Really was just that little bit too good all round. The former world #1 heads through to semi-final Saturday, where she'll take on PV Sindhu. It'll be the top seed against the 3rd seed in the top half of the draw in the women's singles. All credit to Chochuwong, who worked very, very hard and did well, showing a lot of character taking that opening game. 21 points to 8, but in the end, it belongs to Akane Yamaguchi. Her win after 55 minutes, 21-10 in the deciding game, favouring the Japanese.
So welcome back to Bali and quarterfinals day here at the DAIHATSU Indonesia Masters. 3 matches down, 5 more to go. And next up is men's doubles, and it features the 3-time defending champions, Gideon and Sukamuljo. Then we'll have another men's doubles, and